1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
It's the 10 crack commandments.
Yo, what's up guys, it's WISHLIST Diego here, and today I'm bringing you guys a new video. This is my top 10 vinyl records I wish I had. Now, this isn't necessarily in terms of value or rarity, it's just stuff I personally wish I had in my collection. So if you guys disagree with my picks, then let me know in the comment section below. But I really don't care because it's my, is what I feel that I need in my collection. So, and if you know WISHLIST Diego, then you know that I'm not just a hip hop head. I'm also like really geeky. I'm a nerd. So if you expect all hip hop, then this ain't the video for you. But there's a little bit of everything in this list. And by the way, I'm sorry that I haven't been making more vinyl-based videos. I've been really busy with online school, online university, and all that bullshit. But yeah, this pandemic isn't making it that easy. But we'll see as the year goes along. We'll see how much content I produce. But if you guys are interested in VR, I've been playing a lot of Resident Evil 7 VR for the month of October and September. The Halloween shit. So yeah, if you guys are into that, check it out. Alright guys, so for number 10, one of the records I wish I had is the Only Built for Cuban Links by Rayquan, the 2012 Purple Swirl Translucent Edition. That's a mouthful. But yeah, as you guys can see, this shit is dope as fuck, especially if you love the Wu-Tang. And any record that's translucent or color, to me that's an extra. I love those type of records. The Far Side, the Bizarre Ride to the Far Side had color translucent records, and to me that shit was everything. That was dope as fuck. So yeah, that would be my number 10. The only thing is, I rarely shop online for records. I mostly go into local shops, and if it's not there, then I'm not buying it, So that's kind of my mentality when it comes to these records. So for number 9, it's not an official record, an official pressing, and that's fine with me because it exists, right? Even if it's unofficial, it's still real, it's still out there. And I know some vinyl shops that sell unofficial records. And my number 10 would be Chance the Rapper's Acid Rap, Sky Purple. This averages out to 40 bucks all the way to 300 because it's unofficial. There's no real track record of its value. So yeah, I like Chance the Rapper, but not $300 much Chance the Rapper. And yeah, I think Acid Rap is his best project. I would listen to this album a lot, or mixtape a lot in high school. So for me, it has nostalgic value. But yeah, Chance the Rapper was dope as fuck back then. I can't say the same thing about now, but yeah.
Bruh.
Anyways, let's go to number 8. So for number 8, this one's a weird one. If you guys like Run the Jewels, then you might have heard of this one. But this one is called Meow The Jewels, Meow The Jewels 2. And basically what this was, it was Run the Jewels 2 remixed and new beats and everything, but with cat noises. And I know that sounds weird. Trust me, I saw that and I was like, what the fuck? But LP loves cats, and trust me, this shit has bangers. If you haven't listened to it, I recommend listening to it once. But some of the tracks on here are actually pretty dope. So yeah, Meow The Jewels. And the best thing about this one is that the cover has the Run the Jewels symbol, but with paws. But it's like fuzzy, it's like a little fuzzy print, and it's dope as hell. I actually saw this at Zia, my local Zia, but at the time I just got into Run the Jewels, so I had no idea what Meow The Jewels was, and I was broke. I was in high school, but my job barely paid me enough for gas money, so that was it, Alright, so for number 7, as you guys see in the back, there's random stuffed animals and shit, but it's from video game as well as this Mega Man. So I'm a bit of a I love video games, what can I say? So for number 7, I'd have to go with the Sonic Mania soundtrack on vinyl. And this is splattered with the colors of Knuckles, Tails, and Sonic. And if you guys have played the game, it's dope as fuck. It's a return of form to the old style of the Sega Genesis Sonics. But the soundtrack is dope as fuck. Sonic the Hedgehog has always had bangers. And Sonic is just a dope ass character overall. I kind of like him over Mario. Not the games, but just his design in general. He's always been a pimp to me, It averages around to 60 bucks, which isn't that bad. Considering, I've never really ever seen it at all. But yeah, for 60 bucks, it could be possible in the future I could pick this up if I ever see it in the wild. But if I really wanted it, I'd probably go online. but not that much since it's number 7.
6.
Alright, so number 6 is gonna be controversial because not a lot of people like this artist and not a lot of people like this album. Like even his fans don't really like this album. So number 6 would be More Life by Drake, and this is another unofficial pressing. When I listened to this, I was in high school. It was my senior year. You know, life was good at that point, and that's when I met my girlfriend. I would listen to lots of More Life by Drake, so it's like a soundtrack to my senior year basically. So it means a lot to me, so I would love to have this even if it's an unofficial pressing. But yeah, this averages to about 60 to 80 bucks. 80 bucks is a lot to me, but 60 bucks is pretty decent. So if I ever saw it for 60 bucks, I'd probably pick it up. So number 5 is another soundtrack, and if you guys don't know about Older Di Diego, I love horror movies. I love classic horror movies, 80s, 90s, even the Universal monsters, you know, back in the day, The Mummy, Frankenstein's monster, all that shit. I love all that shit. I love Godzilla. But my number 1 favorite horror movie, not horror, but my favorite horror movie is The Thing by John Carpenter, the old one, the 80s one, not that new one, not the 2011 one. But yeah, number 5 would be The Thing, a deep blue / hazel colored vinyl, and this was pressed by Waxwork. This one in specifically this one, and they made a bunch of different variants for this one. But if you guys know The Thing, then if you guys have ever seen that movie, it's, you know, it's mostly in snow, so the vinyl is white with hints of blue and red. It fits the aesthetic of the movie perfectly, and this being my favorite horror movie, I think I would have to have the soundtrack, but this one averages out to 137 bucks. Now, that's a lot of fucking money for a record, but because it's number 5, I'm like, you know, I'm halfway on if I should get it or not. If I ever see it out in the wild for 100 bucks, like less than 100 bucks, I'd probably pick it up knowing how much, you know, it's worth, even though, like I said, I'm not in it for like the values, but considering the average price, I'd pick it up for less than 100 bucks for sure.
4.
Alright, so number 4 is a little bit of a mixed decision, a split decision if you will. This artist is one of my favorite, if not my favorite. No, I'm gonna just say it. Frank Ocean is my favorite R&B artist. He's only had 2 studio albums, Channel Orange and Blonde. So I would love to have these 2 records on vinyl. But the only thing is that he's never had an official pressing of Channel Orange. And, you know, for me, I used to listen to that in middle school, even though I was like too young to understand the concepts, you know, what he was talking about. I would listen to it on repeat. Even to this day, I still listen to Frank Ocean's Channel Orange. So I'd probably get that, but it averages around to 80 bucks. And to be honest, I probably would buy that for 80 bucks. I probably would buy it for 80 bucks. Now, Blonde, on the other hand, that shit is worth, it averages to about, $525.
Bruh.
And there's one currently for $750 fucking dollars. Now, listen, I love Frank Ocean, I love Blonde, I love Channel Orange, but for 700 bucks, I could buy myself a PS5 and have money to spare. So I don't think I'm getting anywhere near that. But with that being said, I would get Channel Orange. That's why I put it on my number 4. But yeah, and then there's a lot of different variants for that one since it's unofficial, Channel Orange. Like the translucent white one, the orange one, you know, it's obvious. And for Blonde, I believe that did have an official pressing. I wasn't too familiar with that release, but I think that's why it's so expensive, because it's official. And Frank Ocean he's very elusive. There you go. He's very elusive when it comes to his album drops. And you know, if you guys are a fan of Frank Ocean, you know what I'm talking about.
3.
Now for number 3, this one's a little bit, you know, this one's a weird one for me because I have a love-hate relationship with Eminem. I love his early work. You know, when I was in middle school, he is what really got me into hip-hop, besides NWA and Ice Cube and Eazy-E, you know. Eminem was like my gateway into the early beginnings of my love for hip-hop. And, you know, it was hard to avoid because in the early 2000s, you know, Eminem was the shit. I remember my dad, who's not a fan of rap at all, would always bump the 8 Mile soundtrack. So how could I not be into Eminem, you know? But for me, the best of Eminem's work is probably the Slim Shady LP. So I would like to have the Slim Shady LP, the purple edition, or the purple variant. Now, I don't know if this is translucent or not, but you know, it's still dope as fuck to have a colored vinyl. And this averages to about 47 bucks and 50 cents. I would buy that for sure for 40 bucks. That's, you know, Eminem Slim Shady LP. To me, that's a dope ass record. I used to listen to it a lot in middle school, you know, when I was too young to even listen to that sort of shit. But yeah, I think a lot of people can relate to that. But for sure, that being a number 3 spot, I'd probably have to buy it for sure. Alright, so for number 2, I have to change this one, and I wrote this list that I have here about a month ago. I just haven't had time to record, like I said. But between that month, I started listening to more of Benny the Butcher, and I listened to Tana Talk 3. Originally, number 2 was supposed to be The Plugs I Met by Benny the Butcher, but I recently got into Tana Talk 3, and that shit just blew it out the water. Okay, mind you, I didn't listen to Griselda until December of 2019, last year. So, you know, I'm very, very late to the Griselda hype, and you know, they're blowing up right now. Everyone's listening to Griselda. After I listened to Tana Talk 3, it was pure bangers. No song in that album I ever want to. I always listen to that album front and back. Yeah, I would have to go with Tana Talk 3, and I don't really know the value for this one, but I googled it right before I started recording, and there was one for 40 bucks, I believe. Wait, no, holy shit. That was for a CD, 40 bucks for a damn CD. I would never pay 40 bucks for no CDs. I can't vibe with CDs. But it says $500 for the sealed vinyl, $700.
Damn! Bruh.
That's crazy. But listen. Listen, those are eBay prices that people have set, so it doesn't really reflect the average. But still, over 100 bucks. That's crazy. But if I ever saw it, you know, for lower than that price, I'd probably have to get Tana Talk 3 by Benny the Butcher. So that's my number 2 spot.
What?
My number 1 would have to be King Ghidorah's Take Me to Your Leader. Now, if you guys don't know who King Ghidorah is, I'm not surprised. But if you guys know who MF Doom is, then you guys might know Victor Von, aka Victor Von, aka Daniel Dumile. King Ghidorah is one of MF Doom's alter egos. You know, he has a bunch of them. If you guys are a fan of MF Doom, then you know what I'm talking about. But he released an album that has a bunch of, it's basically like a Godzilla album, or a King Ghidorah album. Not only does he reference Godzilla, Monster Zero, Rodan, Ghidorah, a bunch of Godzilla characters, but he also samples a bunch of Godzilla sounds and effects, you know. And this is the dopest shit I've ever heard in my life. I fucking love Godzilla. He's a pimp, and since I was little, I was always into Godzilla, even though the first Godzilla movie I ever saw was that garbage American one. But once I grew up and, you know, got wiser, I started watching the old Japanese Godzilla movies, and that shit was just crazy to me. Godzilla's always been dope, and yeah, this is my number 1 for sure. Now, the one I'm talking about has red records and little cutouts of the cover. I'll show you guys a picture. But the crazy thing about this shit, I'm not even. Oh my god. This is why it's in my number 1 spot, because it's the one that got away. I was literally at Zia Records when I had this record in my fucking hands, like this. Like, I had it in my hand. I was holding it in my hands. It was on my fingertips, right? I had no fucking money. I had like 20. No. I had 20 bucks, and I had to make that stretch for the week. If you guys are in college, you guys know what I'm talking about. When you have 20 bucks and you have to make it stretch for a week by any means necessary, and you're gonna do that shit. If you need gas, you know, $2 in the gas tank. You know, you gotta eat. Let's go to McDonald's, get the dollar menu. You know. But I was just at Zia because it was in between a class, so I had a little bit of time to just chill at a record shop. I had no money, and it was only like 20 bucks, 30 bucks. I think it was 30 bucks. and I had no fucking money. I called my girlfriend. She said, I'll let you borrow some money. I'll cash app you the money. My dumbass said no. My dumbass said no. Why did I say no? I fucking love King Ghidorah. I don't know. You know, it's just, I think honestly, I just hate owing people money more than anything. So I didn't want to take that chance of owing people money with $20 in my pocket. And yeah, so that's my number one. It's the one that got away. You know, my lost love.
Bruh.
But it averages about 30 bucks, all right? I saw it, I checked, there was a few listings for 30 bucks. That's what the averages said. That's nothing. I have to find this one. I have to go to Zia's. They restocked the ones at Zia, and then my dumbass didn't go for some fucking reason, you know? But we might make this a series, the search for King Ghidorah, take me to your leader. We might make this a series where I search all the record stores in Vegas, or I'll be defeated and just go online and buy it. But yeah, that's my number one spot. That was my top 10 records I wish I had in my collection. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit like, subscribe. If you guys want to watch gaming shit, I've been uploading more gaming shit. I'm into that, you know, the video games, the PS4, whatever. And yeah, I might do more movie reviews. I just saw Parasite, best movie of 2019. I didn't see it 2019. I should have. I fucked up. If I saw that movie last year, I would have ranked it higher than The Joker, and that was my film of 2019. But you know, that's a whole separate video. But yeah, if you guys fuck with this video, let me know what you guys liked about it. If you guys didn't, you know, let me know. Oh, real quick, I want to give a few shout outs to some people that support me, that give love to the channel, so please go support them. So shout out to the Nut Huggers once again. They've always been supporting me since day one. They've helped me with a bunch of shit. They've helped me record videos before. They helped me record the vlog I made. If you guys want to take a look at that, but go watch their channel. They make Call of Duty videos, Valorant videos, you know, first person shooting videos. And then shout out to King with a capital K. He's always showing my videos love. So you know, go share some of the support you guys give me to him if you guys fuck with me. But yeah, those are my shout outs. Like I said, thank you guys for watching. Have a dope day, stay safe, sanitize your hands, wash your cock, you know, just keep positive. We're gonna get through this. But yeah, listen to dope music, because that's what's been really helping me. So take it easy, guys. Peace.